Hello everyone, I'm Sandeep Kumar from Career Launcher. Today I'll be talking about the integrated program in management that is offered by the IIMs and some other good colleges in the country. The integrated program in management is a 5-year BBA plus MBA program, which students can pursue right after their class 12th. So a lot of students look to do MBA post their graduation. This is one examination wherein they can study into the MBA colleges right after their class 12th. A wonderful program offered by some colleges, the premier IIMs, the IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak, Jammu, Bodh Gaya, Ranchi, the IIMs presently offering, and there are other IIMs also in the line planning to start up with the IPM program. In addition to the IIMs, we have Nirma University, which has an BBA plus MBA integrated program, followed by Narsi Munji as well. Narsi Munji has technically a 3+2 BBA plus MBA program. Students securing up to 60% marks in their graduation in BBA are promoted to their MBA program. Last year, 2021, from the academic year 2021, Nalsar Hyderabad, IIIT Allahabad has started with the IPM program. Now, if we look at a very, very pertinent question, one should go for an MBA, one should not go for an MBA. What we need to understand when we are looking at MBA as a degree, it teaches us to do business. And when I say business, it can be any business. If you look at good names currently in business, you can look at a Flipkart, you can look at an Ola, you can look at an Uber, you can look at Oyo, you can look at Tata Motors, Tata Steel, whichever company that you would wish to look at. Right from a taxi hailing app to Infosys, everywhere components of business are involved. So whether we are working in a company, we are part of a business. Okay. So the very, very important part, should we study business? The answer is yes. Okay. And the beauty with the MBA program presently is almost 50% of the top management of any company around today is MBA graduates. When we look at CEOs across the world, right from Sundar Pichai to Satya Nadella to any of the CEOs that we can think of, Mr. TV Narendran of Tata Steel, Sanjeev Bhachandani of Naukri.com. Almost everyone or the other has completed his or her MBA. So technically, an MBA degree gives you a 360 degrees approach to business. It helps you understand the various aspects of business and bring different aspects of business together. For example, when we look at a company like Tata Steel is basically into a steel manufacturing process, which is nothing but science. Now, Tata Steel in its Jamshedpur operations, if we see, engages 30,000 people on a day-to-day basis. Now, when we are talking of engaging 30,000 people productively working towards a single goal, we need to get the human element right. Now, that is nothing but humanities. And when we talk in terms of business, profitability, transactions, that is commerce. Now, the beauty with the MBA program or the BBA plus MBA program, it brings all the three elements together in one curriculum. And that is why we find a lot of businesses hiring MBA graduates at very high salaries. And more importantly, there are a lot of skills that you garner during the MBA curriculum. You get leadership skills, entrepreneurship skills. Like a lot of startups are coming up recently in India. And a lot of them are being started by these MBA graduates. A very, very important component, team building skills. Okay, you can be wonderful alone, Okay. But if I can build a team around myself, the idea to succeed becomes bigger. And that is something that MBA colleges vouch for. Leaders come with great communication skills. That is something that is integral to the curriculum of many MBA colleges. Now, if we look at the curriculum of the IIMs, okay, whether we are looking at an IIM Indore or an IIM Rohtak, the 5-year BBA plus MBA program, students are acquainted with business and commerce, one aspect, arts and humanities, another aspect, science and technology. Today, if we look at companies, we look at Amazon, we look at a Zomato, we look at Swiggy, any of these companies, Google, Microsoft, any company, you name it. We are talking in terms of AI, machine learning, and all these technologies. Now, a business manager coming out of an MBA college without knowledge of these schools is not possible. As a result, any student, be it a science student or a commerce student or an art student who is studying at the IIMs, is acquainted with those skills. Mathematics is important. The students are studying calculus style, students are studying statistics, students are studying probability in the curriculum of the IIMs. Okay. Environment takes a very strong foothold when we talk in terms of environmental sustainability in present day business operations. Okay. Businesses to succeed, we need environmental sustainability ethics as well. Now, that is again an integral part to the whole structure of the IIM curriculum. Like IIM Rohtak and IIM Indore, they have foreign language courses. So if you wish to learn along with English, which has mandatory presentations and all, if you want to learn Spanish, French, German, or any other languages, you can pick up another languages. So what you get is a complete package. So once the student passes out after 5 years of the MBA curriculum, he is a complete business person. As a result, what we see, a whole lot of companies come down to recruit from the IIMs. Now, we are talking in terms of COVID times, sector-wise placements. When we look at IIM Indore for the 2021 batch, we had companies across the domain: automotive, banking, consulting, e-commerce, manufacturing, FMCG, IT, real estate, pharma, and others. So when I say MBA, does it mean only FMCG companies? That's a bad idea. It is companies all across. Now, if we look at the salary packages, MBA graduates definitely command the highest salaries across the industry. So the average salary package at an IIM Indore for in a COVID year was somewhere around 23.6 lakhs per annum. If we compare it with good engineering colleges, it's almost 50% higher than decent engineering colleges. Okay. IITs would be around 15 to 16 lakhs, IIMs 23.6 lakhs per annum. More importantly, and the only reason that we understand why the IIMs or the MBA graduates command such a high salary is because the MBA education from a premier college, we are talking about a 360 degrees approach to it. And this is the list of recruiters that we have. We have Amazon, American Express, Asian Paints, Axis Bank, Bajaj, Capgemini, Cipla. You name the company, you have it in the campus. Now, once we are clear with the MBA program, the next thing in line is the understanding the examination pattern. If I want to prepare for it, a good 1 year preparation or a 6 months preparation, if I'm currently a class 12 student who's going to who's planning to look at the IPMAT. Now, the primary focus of IPMAT is a class 10th level English and maths paper. So verbal ability, when we are looking at questions, if we look at the IPMAT 2021 paper for IIM Indore, There were 30 questions on verbal ability. There were 20 questions on mathematics. Now, mathematics is divided into two parts. Mathematics, the MCQ type, and mathematics, that is the short answer type. Now, in the MCQ type, you have four options. One is the correct answer. Okay. In the short answer type, you'll have to key in the correct answer. The total 60 questions, 90 minutes was the paper. The syllabus of the paper is technically class 10th. When we shift to the IIM Rohtak paper, we have 40 questions on English, 40 questions on mathematics, and 40 questions on reasoning. So 120 questions, 120 minutes. Now, what we need to understand is basically the syllabus. When we are talking about preparation for these examinations, we are technically talking about the syllabus for these examinations. Now, primary, if we look across, these are topics that many of the students have studied in class 9 and 10. Averages, now 10 questions. If we look at the 10 questions, the breakup of the 10 questions, averages, arithmetic progression, permutation, combination, functions, time and work, set theory. Now, how many questions out of 10? I have roughly a 30-minute time span. How many questions do I need to solve in order to clear the cutoff? 4 out of 10. Can I pick up one question on averages? Can I pick up one question on time and work? Can I pick up one question on set theory and 2 questions on number system? I'll be done. If I say I am a person who is not aware of permutation, combinations, or arithmetic progression, I don't need a person to score 100 out of 100 or 10 out of 10. A 5 out of 10 here is a good score. Now, if we look at the MCQ part of the QA of the IPMAT 2021 paper, now data interpretation. Data interpretation is a pretty simple section. We are talking in terms of calculation skills, percentages, addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. 5 questions. 5 questions plus 4 for a right answer, minus 1 for a wrong answer. You get these 5 questions right, you straight away score 20. Ratio proportion, 1 question. Okay. Time, speed, and distance, 2. Percentages, 1. Geometry, 2. Now, all these are topics, many of these topics. And even when we are looking at functions, matrices, and determinants, these are the simplest topics that students come across in their class 11th curriculum. The level of questions is not difficult. More importantly, what we need to realize here, we are not required to solve each and every question. Now, when we come down to the English section, it is possibly over the years that IPMAT has been conducted, the Indore paper. The English section is possibly the easiest section. So students are able to score really well or handsomely in the English section. So reading comprehension, 6 questions are there, filling the blanks, word usage. All the topics are those that students have studied till their class 10th. Now, this is something that all the students need to have a very good look at in order to say, can I crack the IPMAT? The answer that many of the students would give, if we look at the general category cutoffs. Now, have a look. Now, first of all, we need to understand how many students really took the examination. Now, the number of students who could have a positive raw score scored +1, 10,248. Compare it to an examination like CAT, which we take it after our graduation. The number of students taking the CAT in 2021 is 2.2 lakhs. Now, the number of students with a positive raw score in an IPMAT paper in 2021 is 10,248. So the competition is technically 20 times lesser. Now here, if I see a general category candidate, for the other categories, the cutoffs are even lower. If you look at a general category candidate in the short answer time, my cutoff is 16, +4 for a right answer, -1 for a wrong answer, 4 out of 10 is what I need. In case of MCQ, I need 21. That is technically, if I say 6 questions, let's say 6 questions out of 20. 24, I get 24, I clear the cutoff. Okay. Here, I get 70. I'll be able to clear the cutoff. I'll at least be called for the GD interview rounds. And then post the GD interview rounds, if I do well, I'm automatically selected for the college. Now here, one thing important, clearing the cutoff. The total cutoff, if we see 16, 21, 37, 37 plus 70, 107. Just merely clearing the cutoff is not sufficient. A good score around would be 140 plus. So I'm saying I'll take my good scores as let's say a 20, a 30, and possibly 80. That is pretty much possible. A 20, 30, 80. I automatically reach around 130, 140 as a score. I'll be able to clear the cutoffs and have a very good chance when I'm sitting for the interview rounds. Normally, the weightage for the aptitude test score is 65%, and for the interview is 35%. IPMAT is an examination that all the students who are looking forward to a career in management later, be it a science stream student or a commerce stream student or an arts stream student, should definitely look at and should definitely go for. Thank you, everyone. Hope the session was informative and you could gather some information. If you have any questions or suggestions, do post it in the comment box and subscribe to the channel for further updates. Thank you.